To forgive others is forgiving the self. To forgive another person or circumstances is the most generous thing that you can do for yourself. When you forgive others for perceived transgressions, it frees you from the bonds, entanglements, and cords which manifest painful patterns such as judgments, resentments, and anger. Forgiving yourself is the most important action you can take to clearing self-sabotaging bonds of victimhood and their painful wounds from past, present, and future. The act of forgiveness is to practice self-acceptance. The practice of self-acceptance is about openly and humbly acknowledging aspects within yourself that make you feel bad, such as inadequate, defensive, embarrassed, or unworthy, which is separate to the true essence that is your authentic self. As a forgiveness technique, self-acceptance allows you to acknowledge that you are unconditionally loved and accepted, flaws, foibles, and all. This does not mean that you ignore the flaws to stop making genuine attempts to improve yourself, but this understanding allows you to value your true self above all else, without the need for self-punishment. By acknowledging your whole self, you recognize self-worth, and then you start to generate personal power that overcomes allowing these weaknesses and obstacles to be used to impede your growth. By acknowledging your whole self, you recognize self-worth, and then you start to generate personal power that overcomes allowing these weaknesses and obstacles to be used to impede your growth and evolution throughout life. Love yourself unconditionally and grant yourself the necessary time to heal. Understand that the importance of self-acceptance is that it brings you to the current state of now, rather than dwelling on the past hurts and pain. Forgiveness allows you to live in the present instead of the past, which means that you can move into the future with a renewed sense of purpose that is focused on change, improvement, and building on current experiences. However, some individuals may struggle with self-forgiveness due to their attachment to negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and blame. They may have developed a sense of identity around their pain and fear losing it if they let it go. It is possible that they are also gaining secondary benefits, which results in seeking attention to be negative or unconscious in nature. Ask yourself if feeling victimized and angry, being hurt, and a reactive person is the identity you want to show the world and live with as your image. Is the familiarity of being in the victim or victimizer role, or the perceived ego security of this mode of thinking, actually worth the energy, effort, and harm it is causing you? It is important to remember that forgiveness does not equate with forgetting. Each painful and negative experience can be transformed into an opportunity for growth and self-mastery. By embracing these experiences, you can be guided into higher wisdom and end the cycles of resentment, bitterness, and self-blame that comes with remembering the emotional pain of the past. There is a common misunderstanding that forgiveness is synonymous with forgetting or proving the actions of the past. This misunderstanding can cause an individual to feel it is not right to unconditionally accept one's foibles, because in the process of doing so, it's akin to condoning the past wrongdoing. If this is the factor that is preventing you from self-acceptance of yourself, keep in mind that forgiveness is a mindful process where one continually acknowledges what happened without condoning something that was considered wrong as being instantly just. It's perfectly fine to say, even though I am feeling shame, I totally accept and love the parts of me that feel that shame, and I am willing to move on for the sake of my own health, my well-being, and those around me. Affirming this is spiritually healing and allows you to break the cycle from self-harm that you have fallen into by openly acknowledging flaws and having the intention to improve and strengthen one's character from now on. Through consistent acts of self-love, individuals can build self-esteem and ultimate self-acceptance and liberation of the punishment cycle.